I'm on Arriola. I am here to talk about AI with all of you. The previous talk was a nice setup, actually. It was a good primer of some of the key topics that I'm going to be talking about today. Through the course of my career, I've had the great opportunity to work across hardware, software, and services. Now at Facebook, my team sits within AI as we look at solving significant world human hard problems using AI. These are people problems. We straddle the lines between Facebook artificial intelligence research and applied machine learning. AI essentially is pervasive. It's embedded into our culture, into our society. Many of us interact with it on a daily basis, and we really don't even know it. How we use AI, how it's articulated, how we train it is very important for not only our generation, but for the generation to come. AI plays a role where we must take it very seriously and how we have to put our absolute very best into the constructs that we're going to be training for. How does the human brain work? What is intelligence? These are significant technological questions that we're asking ourselves right now. As flight is proof of existence of heavier than air travel, AI and the brain is existence proof of an intellectual entity that can learn from our living world. In the 1930s, we were able to mechanize through punch cards basic operations. In the 1940s, we were able to then put small thoughts into basic algorithms. Now, as we look from 1956 to 2018, which has been quite a while, we need to think about how we put ourselves, the better of us as a world, as a humankind, into artificial intelligence. I'm a mother of 3. I wish for all of our futures and the futures of my children to be complemented and safely experience AI. Facebook has been using AI to contextually analyze various different situations. We now have the ability to, in context, understand if there's a suicidal thought. We use AI to fight and to assist with suicide prevention. We also have the ability, also by analyzing, to know if there's a need for a particular critical factor. In India and Pakistan, we can analyze all of the posts and automatically turn any given post into a blood donation. These are just some of the basic benevolent uses of AI that we have within our society today. In the very near future, AI will assist in air flight, in transportation, in additive manufacturing, and in fashion. AI will assist in science and genomics. It will assist in medicine and care. If you think about, it's been 60 years since 1956 when the term AI was first coined. It's our responsibility to take ownership of this and steward this technology in the appropriate uses. If any of you were to Google the word CEO, unfortunately, the powers that be really do not allow for a diverse and broad range of ethnic understanding right now. That's part of the bias. We must own this. As a queer, trans, lesbian woman, I will not be reduced to a set of descriptors, to annotations, very much like none of you will allow this to happen as well. It's up to us to own this outright, to ensure that the bias in our systems that have been trained for over 60 years by unfortunate powers that be that need to be disrupted, we must own this now. We can use AI to steward a queer future using some basic frameworks. If we think about natural language processing, we can use natural language processing and computer vision to ensure none of us are ever misgendered. We can use text and translation to make sure that anything, any story from one target language into many will never be harmful or hurtful. These are just some of the few foundations that we could take advantage of as we build a more robust AI and a queerer AI future for all of us. We think about how we're going to leverage AI and bring it into our communities to ensure the safety of those that we love. We need to ensure that as we design and we develop and as we train the future experiences of tomorrow, hardware, software, and services, that we pull on the delightful, heart-tugging experiences, that we instill AI to bring proper and inclusive culture into our world as we move forward, blending our culture into the future of AI. Culture plays an interesting role. We need to ensure that the truth that we're communicating, that we're training, is true. We need to ensure that this future generation really does trust what it is that we're constructing in an unbiased, cleansed way. For our future, I hope that all of us in this room that play a role into either creating, designing, and developing these future systems, or engaging with these future systems, raise awareness to ensure that this responsibility does not go to waste. On behalf of everyone in Facebook, Applied Machine Learning, and the Facebook research team, I want to say thank you for taking the time to hear out how I will fight for a queer, more inclusive future of AI. Thank you very much.